Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time once again. It's time for that podcast heard, well, around a few places, by tens of listeners. It's time for the Department of Understanding Humans, the podcast. That's right, the podcast, featuring your ringmasters for the day, that stupendous giggle-snorting gal, Friday herself, Rachel Wynn, and now her co-host actually has a name, that cranky clown you love to adore, Kris Meyer. And on with the show!
D.U.H, Department of Understanding Humans, yeah! Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
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 Hello?
Daniel Bryan. Anyway. Oh, our intro bits just never go as well as planned, do they?
You never do.
They never do.
Well, because we don't really have an intro bit.
Yeah, we don't have an intro.
We
bit.
don't really have an intro bit. We just start doing stupid stuff because that's what we do.
It's what we do.
It's how we roll.
Job.
It's our job.
That's what we do.
Although, could it be a job if we're not getting paid for it? Just saying. Not bitter. Just saying.
You know, we can get paid a little bit. We can get a lot more fundage than we get.
Maybe.
You know. Anyway, happy after Thanksgiving.
Happy post-turkey madness.
How was the bird? The bird is the word in your house.
The bird. Bird is the word. It was
Whoa.
the. Well, excuse me, Apollo. Did you have something you wanted to say? Really?
The dogs.
This moment has been brought to you by the dogs.
The dogs.
Because without fail, I will set up to record and everything will be quiet.
There he goes. Listen.
He's talking to the girls. One of them's got a bone, and it's his favorite bone. Why? Because she's got it.
Husky dialogue.
He gets going.
Husky, who's Apollo, who's Farkas's distant cousin.
Yeah, not too distant. I mean, I think they have the same daddy, or well,
the same. Yeah, I think
they're
they
in the
have
same bloodline.
Yeah, like the brothers.
Yeah,
their fathers are both brothers. So.
Something like that. Yeah,
something like that. There's some bloodline related there. Yeah, to you too, dog. Anyway,
I'm afraid to close the door because what they've been.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Right, and he's been going in.
Oh, listen.
We have.
You're talking to a husky owner.
I know, but you're gonna love this. So we have, the fireplace that we have.
Yes, the fireplace in the home. Yes.
So it's a gas fireplace, and it's got little lava rocks in it.
And he likes it because it's warm.
He and Maggie, when it hasn't been lit and it's cool, they will go and stick their nose in the little grate thing and get a rock out and throw it across the floor and play with it.
Of course, because that's what dogs. Listen, our dog does the same thing. He loves rocks for some reason, and he wants to sneak rocks into the house underneath his tongue, and then spits them out in his crate when we put them in, and we hear tink 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 tink. So now it's like prisoner check when we bring him in from going outside. We open up his mouth. It's like, lift up your tongue. We feel around, look at his cheeks, and I'm like, no, Cole, you got to look at his cheeks. I'm not reaching. No, you got to look at his cheeks. Sure enough, be damned, there he is. He has some freaking rocks in his mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
All right, hang on. We're never going to get anything done. Hang on.
It's okay. Go ahead, do what you can.
Let me go put him out in the hall. Come on. Let's go.
There we go. Put Apollo up.
Yeah, go throw it all over the floor. Make all that noise.
Yep. It's Husky Nuts time. Husky Ding Dong. I have Husky Num Nuts. She's got Husky Ding Dong. Do 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 bum 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 ba da da dum.
You would think microphone. You would think I would know better by now. Like, just go ahead and do this ahead of time rather than wasting podcasting time. But it's entertaining.
It is. It is entertaining.
It's rather entertaining for a minute, and then it's like, stop trying to be so entertaining.
No, this is no longer entertaining.
This is no longer entertaining. This is quite annoying, actually. Thanksgiving was good. I cooked the majority of the food. And,
very good.
I made a 23-pound turkey.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook. I was like, the bird is in the oven and I smell like garlic, butter, and herbs.
Nice.
I got some fresh rosemary, thyme, and oregano, I think.
You were going to say basil, but then
I
you
was
went
going to
oregano.
say basil, but it wasn't basil. And I created a melted butter garlic infusion, and I injected the bird.
Did you make some creme fraiche?
I did not make creme fraiche.
Damn it. You were doing all the Food Network things. You were talking about your cooking. I was hoping for some creme fraiche.
I did not do some creme fraiche. After I injected the bird, after I injected the bird several times, I rubbed the rest of it all over the skin and got it nice and toasty. And so I put it in the oven.
Did you moisturize the skin? Did you put the lotion on the skin?
Yes. And so I talked to the bird while I was doing it. I was like, thanks for being our dinner. And I smacked it real good along the backside. Like, yeah, enjoy that butter there. And it was Irish butter. So I knew she was really feeling it.
Nice.
And then, so I put it in the oven, and about an hour later, after, everything kind of started to get a little bit more moist, everything was finally melted because it had been frozen for days. And it was almost all melted when I had gotten it out of the freezer and put it in the fridge. And then I got it out of the fridge like the day before and let it sit in the sink sealed for a couple hours, and then put it back in the fridge until the next morning. And then the morning of, I took it out and actually opened it all up, and there was still ice in there. I was like, dang, dude. And so everything was fine the first couple hours. And I'm basting and blah, blah, blah. Well, I did not realize how much water was going to collect in the bottom of the pan. And so I waited a little too long to siphon it. And some of it bubbled over and hit the bottom of the oven and just smoked the house. Because it was butter, it was garlic, it was turkey fat.
Grease.
Yeah, it was just nasty. And so the whole house just filled with smoke. And Dan and I are like,
that's happened to us. That's happened to us.
The turkey came out fine, but we had to kind of deal with that for a little bit.
It was smoked. It was
a little smoked. It was. The house still smells like smoked turkey flesh.
Had a little char. In barbecue terms, had a little char on the.
Got a little char on it, yeah, and the skin was good. It was good turkey, good food. The friends came over and brought some extra side dishes and stuff. That was good stuff, and we sat and ate and had a good meal. And the 4-year-old went a little nuts with the dog, and so we had a little issue there, and that was about it.
I understand. We had triple Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Middleburg.
Yeah. How did you manage that?
Well, we have normal Thanksgiving, which Cole never gets to attend. This year is her last year in retail, thank God.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Can we talk about that? Are we allowed to talk about that yet?
We are. We are allowed to talk about that.
I really want to talk about that.
we'll touch on that here in a minute. We'll tell the story. So go over to my folks to be slave labor because my dad decided, hey, it's Thanksgiving, it's a holiday. Why don't we just have you come over to the house and do everything we haven't done all year long?
Oh, no.
So, well, it's all right, but I kind of want to look at it and go, there's a lot of weekends that I could, do these things, and you choose this day, but that's all right. So, I was toting that bale and being Sunny Jim, and that's fine. He decided to grill the turkey. He tries to follow my grandfather's footsteps, and my grandfather always grilled our turkey for Thanksgiving in Chicago, and he was a master at doing it. I mean, he would do a 30-pound bird on the Weber, and it would come out perfect.
Okay, so he's doing it over charcoal for how many hours?
It would generally take about 3 hours.
So it's about the same as, but do you have to go in and like stoke the charcoal and? You
do. You got to add coals, but honestly, it's okay. Here's the trick, and here's your secret. If you want to know how to do a turkey, you kind of figure it by the poundage. All right, 30 pounds, 3 hours. Anything under 20, you're going to look for an hour to 2 hours. Anything under 15, well, it's an hour and a half max. Okay? You want your bird to be 150 to 160 when you pull it off the grill and let it rest and cook because the bone is hot.
Right.
To do this, you do inversion cooking or induction cooking, meaning the coals are not under the bird. You put them on the side like an oven and have the bird rest on a cool space while the heat in the kettle grill circulates.
Oh, okay.
You start off with 50 coals on one side, 50 coals on the, I do 50 because it lasts a little longer, but it's 50 coals total if you want to follow that method. 25 on one side, 25 on the other, and then every half hour add 5 to 8 coals to keep it going. And then do that by judge, okay? It never failed. He always did it. My dad is like, nah, we don't want to do that. The gas is going to be easier. And I went, no, Dad, no, don't do it on the gas grill. That's not, no, gas will be easier. So I kept having to try to, it was a battle of wills between my father and I. Dad, that's too high. You don't need it at 400. We need to set it down at 300. Yeah, so anyway, dry turkey.
Oh.
It wasn't bad. I mean, it was, hot off the grill was fine, but then it, continued to cook and just wasn't good. When you dry dark meat, it's not a good turkey. But anyway, so then we had Friendsgiving on Friday with our good friends, some of our faithful listeners there in Birmingham who are my friends, and we'll say that, Professor Ryan Smith, English high school teacher Kevin Smith, and Civil War revolutionary reenactment from the American Village, Major Christopher Long, who plays Sam Adams, and a Prussian person over at the American Village here in Birmingham, Alabama. Yes, American Village, where we have American War reenactment or American Revolution reenactment in Alabama. Think about that one a second. And now we're moving on. Anyway, they came over. We were over at Kevin's house. And we had a fantastic roasted turkey.
Oh, good.
And then we had our Thanksgiving, so Cole and I could have a Thanksgiving, and we did a 30-pound bird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we bought that sucker during the last weekend, and it was frozen solid. We had it sit in the fridge for 6 days to defrost, and it still wasn't defrosted. So
those little buggers mean business.
Let me tell you something. We set it out for a little bit before we put it in the turkey cooker, and we had just had a wild hair up our ass to get a turkey cooker when we saw it. It's like a big crock pot, This is what it's specifically made for, a turkey cooker. And the 30-pound bird barely fit into the turkey cooker.
Oh, my gosh.
But, oh, my gosh, was it so good. Tender. And I'm a grill guy, so I was like, yeah, I want to grill this thing. She was like, what? No, don't grill. We'll put it in the turkey cooker. I'm like, no, baby, put it on the grill. No, needless to say, the skin doesn't get crispy because it's on like a crock pot kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But the meat inside is just, you can't beat it.
Nom.
Nom, nom, nom.
Nom,
Thanksgiving. I am kind of turkeyed out. I may actually have a pizza today. I don't know.
We had pizza Friday night.
I'm a little turkeyed out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can keep, nodding off with the tryptophan and, I have a couple pieces of turkey. I'm like, hey, everything's.
You sound like a bear.
I do. Cole actually says I sleep like a bear because I get in the bed and it's like, I sleep on my stomach and I put my arm up and the other arm folded like I'm laying like an animal on both arms. And then she's got to nudge me to wake me up with a stick.
Roll over.
Joey, that's her. I have to babe, roll over.
Oh, so was there any other than what the story that you're about to share? Was there any other drama?
No, there was no other drama, except for fighting over shoes.
Right. Okay. So let's go into the retail giant that is Black Friday, which actually starts on Tuesday.
Starts in October.
Yeah, it started right before Halloween. So just so everybody knows, because some people may not know, Kris's better half, if you haven't been paying attention to the podcast up until this point, or if you've just joined us, she is a retail maven, and she's good at her job and been there for a while. And take it away, Kris.
Gladly. And it made our incident made national news. It did, and for all the wrong reasons. There was a shooting at my better half's workplace there in the Galleria Mall in Birmingham, in Hoover. It's funny. It's funny to a degree, and then it's not funny to a degree.
It's scary. I'm laughing because I really don't know how to feel.
You don't know how to feel, and I understand.
I'm so concerned that this is where our society is.
Which it happened probably about 10 minutes to 10. She texted me and goes, "There's an active shooter in the mall."
Oh my God.
And then for 20 to 25 minutes, nothing.
Oh no.
As I'm texting her going, "Hey, are you okay? Hey, answer me, are you okay?" And then after the fourth, and she didn't pick up the phone, I went, she was trying to tell me goodbye. That really crossed my mind, and I sat back in my chair, and I'm sitting there going, "Okay, all right, you're gonna go you're gonna go identify a body." That's what that she was telling you goodbye. She was telling that's what was going on. Because then all of a sudden the news comes on, and breaking news. There's a shooting, shots fired at Galleria Mall. They don't say where. They don't say what end of the Galleria, what store. Friends are calling. Friends are texting, and she still hasn't replied back yet. And I'm just, oh my God, And then finally I get I'm okay. Oh. So what had happened, and remember, our police chief in Hoover said Galleria is one of the safest places in the world. Yeah, sure it is. Yeah, not really.
What?
Anyway, what had happened, two gentlemen had fought over shoes at the finish line. And they were arguing over shoes, pushing and shoving erupted, and then what happened is one drew a gun, started to fire at the other, and the other gentleman pulled his gun and started shooting back.
Oh my gosh.
Shot him in the stomach, fled the scene, and instead of listening to the police officers drop his gun, he kept his gun in his hand and got shot.
Oh.
Shot and killed. This is all after the fact that it's happened. All this has come to light. There was a 12-year-old girl that was injured.
Oh no.
Because of stray bullet fire, and the gentleman that started it, pulling his gun first, who had the gut shot wound, is dead. There was mass panic at the Galleria because it sounded like multiple gunshots, and it was multiple gunshots, but it sounded like it was closer because of the echo. And the mall is it's a long, narrow mall that kind of curves a little bit. So you hear these gunshots, and it sounds like it's right outside your door.
Jeez.
There is video of people trampling each other to get out. There's also a video of people continuing to shop after hearing gunfire. That's what amazed me. People continuing to shop. So they started locking stores and going into sales offices. I mean, there was a lot of retail establishments that said, come on and get out, get down, get down, get down. Nicole rushed anybody into Macy's that she could. And then they said, lock the doors, pull down the gate, pull down everything. What the most annoying thing was, the police chief said, close the mall, everybody send everybody out. They did not close the store until 1 a.m. after the police chief said, close the mall at 10:30. Macy's continued to stay open until 1 a.m.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Because of that almighty dollar.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand something. They don't know where the gunfire is coming from, so they're going to pull the doors closed, hoping that the people on the inside are the safe people.
Are safe, right. Then they're getting anybody that's out in the food court or in the court of the mall inside. Because
even with the echoing, they're pretty sure that it's coming from out there.
It's coming from out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they pull everybody in, they close the doors. Now, if I remember correctly, Macy's would have its own entrance and exit to the street.
It does.
So they could close the doors and safely evacuate Macy's.
Exactly.
But at 10 o'clock, when the police chief says evacuate, Macy's...
10:30 is when the chief said that.
Okay, so Macy's keeps the gate down, but keeps the store open?
Keeps the interior store open, but locks the doors.
So basically shoppers are locked in there.
They're locked in there, so they're shopping.
Macy's, you have just lost all of my business.
Well, thank God she's leaving.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now, she had already planned on leaving before all this, but this is the last year of retail. And I'm going to make a statement here. I implore people. There is no reason to shoot each other over clothing. And if we're shooting each other and fighting each other over items, I pray to God we never run out of food.
Oh my gosh.
Because what's going to happen? What had happened in our town, in Birmingham we've got some violence in Birmingham, and it's in certain areas of the town. Yeah, I'm not going to lie about that. Or I'm not going to pretend that it doesn't happen.
Right.
But the Galleria isn't but 15 minutes from our house. And it's happening there.
Yeah. I would love to have known what was going on in this guy's head when he was like, okay, I want these shoes, but you got my shoes, and I want these shoes. They're the only ones in my size. I have to have these shoes. They're a pair of maybe $60 sneakers. Maybe.
Is $60 worth your life?
So I'm going to pull a gun on you, hoping that I'm going to freak you out enough that you're just going to drop the shoes and go. But this is the South. He's got a gun too.
Everybody's got a gun. Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of conceal and carry permits in Birmingham and the city of Hoover, and there was a lot of people that had their guns drawn at the shooters.
Oh my God, really? So both the shooters
both the shooters are dead.
Idiots.
The 12-year-old girl, she is fine, but she's wounded.
Bless her heart.
Shoulder. So.
Not only did they shoot at each other, they missed. Like, they're bad shots. Like, if you're going to be that kind of guy, make sure you're a freaking sniper that can get it right between the front teeth. Don't do that crap in a crowded place.
The real kicker.
God, please.
The real kicker is that the Galleria. Now this had happened. She came home by about 1:30 in the morning.
God.
Okay, the Galleria opened up bright and early at 5 a.m. for Black Friday shopping.
Something like that. Black Friday should have been canceled. Like, I love that.
Why? Why would you cancel Black Friday? How could you cancel Black Friday? No. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. You lock the doors. You don't let people in.
Yeah. You have a tragedy and you go, listen, sorry for your, we will reopen on Saturday. We will continue these sales on Saturday.
Yeah, no,
Nope.
But no, they did the very next. And so wow. I don't want to hear a single person complain about gun issues when the retail issue is just as bad. Like, okay.
The greed issue.
The greed issue. Yes. Thank you very much. I saw a meme. I've seen several memes on Facebook that have encompassed the whole, I love that, society gets together after the day of thanks for what they have to go buy stuff that they don't. Like, and now Black Friday is now worldwide.
It's worldwide. And now, of course, we have Cyber Monday, which is today.
Right.
And what I will say this, what I like to do is go do Small Business Saturday. I love giving and going shopping on Saturday. And
Is that the day after Black Friday?
That's the day after Black Friday.
Oh, it's the day. Okay.
No, it's the day after Black Friday. And Black Friday is all your major retail. Small Business Saturday is you go to your, like your neighborhood toy shop or your neighborhood clother, whoever has a small business, you give them your business.
Yeah, I appreciate that too. But I also don't want that to become the next Black Friday. Originally, now here's the thing. Very originally, Black Friday was the day that they put things on sale and retail went back in the black after being financially in the red.
Red, you're exactly right. That's what
up until
Black
a certain
Friday started.
point. That's how Black Friday started. Now it's become a gimmick.
Well, it's earlier and earlier. See, Black Friday used to be 4 a.m. Friday morning, something like that. People would get up very early. Then they started midnight. Black Friday happened at midnight. Now it's, we're going to open the store up on Thanksgiving for those sales. Because what are you going to do after you have that turkey? By God, you gotta go shop.
You need to go walk around on some swollen feet, try on clothes that won't fit.
My anger, and this is how it's been for a few years, is that earlier and earlier and earlier she has to work on Thanksgiving. Now she won't have that problem because of the new job she's taken will not be open Thanksgiving.
So she has a new thing lined up.
She does. She's going to work for Publix.
Excellent.
Where she will be front-end customer service.
Good.
Customer service management.
Good.
And
management.
Training. Yeah, management. She's going to be in their training program and
good
advancement. By the way, Macy's, the reason why my missus is leaving, and if somebody from Macy's is listening or whatever, you passed her over twice. You hired somebody from the outside. You had someone with 5 years experience in your store. That pretty much ran the store. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. We're not bitter about that. We're not angry, but I'm the husband, so I can kind of say these things and give you the middle finger. Anyway.
Tall finger. Da, 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 da.
I give you tall finger.
Brought to you by Tall Finger.
So anyway, Publix, where we love to care, will now be employing my better half, and
I love Publix.
I am very happy over that.
We shop at Publix regularly.
We do too. Actually, the Publix she's going to is right near the house. It's the one we shop at. And so now, she was filling up the car every 2 weeks. Now it'll be like every month.
Oh, right. Nice. Yeah. Good stuff. And you guys are still doing the keto stuff, right?
Well, the holidays have kind of...
Yeah, holidays kind of blew us all
up on that.
Yes. We did really good for the holidays, and then like a couple days ago, I'm like, I need carbs and chocolate.
Well,
like
our problem is both of us got a really bad, nasty flu, And then, you can't do keto with a flu. I hate to tell you that.
No, you can't. And like I remember when I got sick from the anniversary weekend, and we thought it might be E. coli.
Yeah,
because I ate romaine lettuce. That was weeks before it hit the news.
It was something else. Probably the fish.
No, it was the lettuce.
It was the lettuce?
It was the lettuce. It was the lettuce.
The lettuce that did it.
It was the lettuce.
Damn you, lettuce.
All you healthy crap.
But anyway, so we've been kind of off and on. I mean, we're not gorging ourselves on carbs, but it's like every now and then we have a carb here and there.
Dum carb.
Dum. By the way, and I'm also glad in the other news that people were marked safe from the WKRP turkey giveaway. To quote Arthur Carlson, "As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly." Oh man! There you go. Throw that with it.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh God, the humanity! It's turkeys just being thrown from the helicopter, and they're landing, they're thudding upon the humanity. That was on Thanksgiving morning.
Was it really?
That was on one of the stations, one of the local stations had that playing, and then they had they have the South Park reruns, so they had Starvin' Marvin. Which was the Thanksgiving episode, where they adopted Starvin' Marvin, and instead they got a Takeo Sports Watch and a kid. And then Starvin' Marvin in Space, which is another great one from South Park. So it was some good Thanksgiving episodes before I had to go be slave labor, and Nicole had to go and fear for her life at her job.
I just hate that. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was a nerve-wracking night. She was really shook up and did not sleep. I had a hard time sleeping that night because, number one, my adrenaline was just
yeah, you're probably through the roof.
Well, she would text me every so often just to let me know she was okay. But I'll be honest with you. And then people go, "Oh, you're yanking her chain. What a drama," and all this other. When your other half says there's an active shooter, and then you don't hear anything.
No, that's bad. I mean, that messes with things.
No, and I'm being serious. I was sitting there going, "All right," she was trying to tell me goodbye.
I hate that.
I really sat back and started thinking that,
because there's enough pause in between. Like, now, having been on the dispatch side of this, so you think it's running slow from the moment you hear it from her, and then between each text message, right? And it could be 5 minutes. It feels like 20. Or it could be 20 and it feels like a day, right?
Right, exactly.
Imagine what it's like on dispatch side when you need things to be happening fast.
And they don't.
And they don't. And you're like, I can't hear anything. Where's my officer?
Right.
Or do we have eyes on this guy? Or do we know what's going on? What do we know? Sometimes you get that one caller that is sitting in just the right spot that's telling you everything you need to know.
That's telling you everything you need to know.
Sometimes. And because honestly, and this isn't to down anybody, but in a crisis, we are horrible witnesses. We really are. And I thank God that only one little girl got shot and she's fine, and that those two idiots are dead. I hate to be that person, but I'm going to say it. I'm glad they're dead. That's two less DNA idiots.
Had the one that had been shot by the police officer, had he put down his gun. Now, I will say this to the Hoover cops. Boy, they responded fast.
Yeah.
Because it was probably about a 5 to 10 minute time span.
Which is not a lot of time, but feels like forever.
Feels like forever.
Feels like forever. Ugh.
And, people say, oh, gun could... I've had some foreign friends of ours go, oh, man, it's really nuts in America, that gun. Well, yeah, it is. It's nuts with gun control, and it's nuts with the guns in the area. But you look at what's happened with guns. And I don't want to get off on a tangent on gun control because I'm a Second Amendment person. But I also don't see the need for you to have a 50 caliber machine gun going to go deer hunting. Okay? You're not going out to face predator.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Get to the chopper. You know, you're not going to do that. I do think there are responsible gun owners, and there's people that understand gun safety.
yes.
And then there's two examples of people that just go, you know, click, click, chitty, chitty, bang, bang, pow, 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 you know.
Somewhere,
anyway,
somebody told them that was a good idea.
Yeah, something in their head said do that.
Yeah, somebody somewhere, like, and I want to, you can't blame really anything. I mean, you could blame anything. You can, but you can't. You could say it's the songs they were listening to that were, you know, glorifying shooting people up over, you know, whatever, gonna have my money, blah, blah, blah. It could be ignorance. It could be, you know, I wonder if they find these guys, you know, find out that these guys didn't have carry permits. You know, were they legal? Were they illegal?
Yeah.
Who knows? Were they gangbangers? Who knows? You know, I'm sure all that's going to come out at some point. But somewhere, somebody told them that was a good idea.
Yeah.
I want your A6. No. Bang. Like, what?
Give me them Jordans, son. Pow, pow.
Somewhere, somebody thought that was a good idea. Although, I'll tell you what a better idea is. A movie about sharks and tornadoes.
You'd be surprised. It's actually a good idea.
It is a good idea.
It's a good idea. It's a great idea.
It's a great idea, and it's sold a lot of money. But
6 movies later.
right. I'm just super glad that she's okay.
Thank you. And I appreciate a lot of people, and some are our listeners who, you know, have found me on Facebook, and then they have commented and, you know, given the thumbs up. Some people that are, you know, close and dear friends. Thank you for that. Thank you for taking time out and going, hey, is everything okay? Hey, are you know, all right? Hey, is this fine? Is this good? You know.
Now, is she, are you guys getting past this, or does she need some time to?
No, she's past it. I mean, we just kind of she had to keep going for Friday, you know, because by God, retail doesn't stop. And then Saturday we went out. Friday we had Thanksgiving, and we came home, and about, I don't know, 10:30, we both looked at each other, said, boom. And we both just fell in the bed. We didn't move. We stayed in the same place the entire night and woke up at about, I don't know, 9. You know, so we both slept hard, and then she, you know, we had a cup of coffee, and I said, you know, you want to go back there? I said, I know you're going to start this new thing here in a week or two. Do you just not want to go back? It's fine. She goes, no, I'm going to go back. It's not, and I'm not scared. It happens. She goes, I'm glad I remembered some training.
Yeah. Go. Yeah, that's good stuff. I think what my question though is too, not that I want to get into this whole litigious thing, but can she hold Macy's accountable for her safety on that? I mean, at some point, that's
a discussion we'll have off the record from the podcast.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't actually. Now I know I'm being funny when I say that, but I don't think so. But then again, now that you say that, I might want to talk to a lawyer about that. Because I don't know. My answer is I don't know. And the other side of that is the litigious aspect has not, nor has it entered our minds or my mind until just now.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about...
No, don't be sorry. You're asking a reasonable question.
And when we're off the record, I will tell you exactly why I'm asking that question. So We got Cyber Monday today.
We got Cyber Monday today. We had a contest winner from last podcast. Here's a shocker.
Our number one fan, Susan. She answered the trivia question, and I think, oh, you know what? I didn't even think about bringing that up. I guess I should bring it up so I could read it, huh?
There you go.
Let me see. Where is, I got to pull up my email now. The email at gmail.com. Susan Allman Trivia. Susan, the question was, what movie did we quote last episode? What was the movie? And she responded with Trading Places, with Inga as Jamie Lee Curtis, and the Padre was Denham Elliott. You are correct, madame.
She even knew the names.
She even knew their names. Now, I mean, granted, Google, but still. But, you know, still, there's a reason she's our number one fan. So I think I've already sent you a mug. And I don't have any more. I have one more, and it belongs to Kris. It's in stock. However, I'm sure I will get you some really great swag. I'll figure out something to send you here. Swag. We have a new listener who just received some swag. Today is her birthday, actually. Or is it tomorrow? No, it's today. Today is her birthday. And that is Paulette, who I lovingly call Letty. She was here 2 weeks ago. She is the one. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Letty. I was going to drink anyway.
Yeah, so there you go. Now you got another reason to drink. She is actually the voice behind our D.U.H, the Department of Understanding Humans, yeah. Which I didn't do that very well, but she did. So that's why, and she won that earlier. So that was she got that contest back in the day. So today's her birthday, and when she was here, I gave her my personal mug and some stickers. So now she has her own set of swag to listen to on a regular basis. Swag. Yeah. So that's all I got, really. Yeah. I got nothing else.
I got nothing else. The only thing I will say is be excellent to one another.
Yes.
Shoes are not really worth your life.
Really.
If you're gonna shop, you know what? I support giving business, but do more small business. I think the retail giants have had their day. If you want to support some stores that do not open on holidays, well, Publix is number one on my list. Second, Von Maur. If you want a retail establishment and you don't want to go shop because they don't open on a holiday and they want to give their employees a day off, Von Maur. Why? Because they care. Nice.
Well done. They didn't even pay you for that.
Nope.
Did you get any
I'm hoping that they give us just a nice thank you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Push, shove. Give us a goddamn check. Anyway.
Whew, I almost spit my tea out over that one.
Well, you know, that's what we do here.
Fallout 76 is out.
Fallout 76.
And getting some good reviews. And our buddies over at Gamma Radio will be adjusting their scripts and software so that they can also be listened to on Fallout 76. Because you can listen to them right now on the Pip-Boy on Fallout.
Fallout 54, right?
Yeah, the first one. The first one. The most recent one. The one before the 76, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fallout 4 or something like that. But yeah, the Pip-Boy, you can tune them in. You can tune in Gamma Radio and listen to them on there. Still one of my favorite podcasts. So yeah, Fallout 76 is apparently it's a big deal. It's a pretty big deal. So
it's like they move into the the hippie age or something, or
So, like the
groovy
60s?
70s.
Yeah, like this. I thought it was the 50s or 60s. I can't remember. Or they started in the 50s. I think the whole thing started in the 50s. So yeah, I haven't played it. I haven't seen it. I played Fallout 4. I think that was the last one I had on Xbox. The husband has been playing Fallout Shelter, which is a which is a side to side. And basically we're in Fallout 4 or whatever I was in. I don't even know what the name of it is anymore. When you go out, you actually go out and scavenge and fight people and stuff. This is a side to side 2.5D type thing, and you stay in the shelter and you build the shelter from within the shelter. And so it's build, make babies, build. So yeah.
Make babies.
Yes, he has to. He has a gigolo. He has one guy that he has picked to make all the babies. I'm like, okay, dude.
All right.
Yes, all right. Who's coming down here tonight? And I just started Guild Wars 2.
Ah.
We actually both have started that on PC, and it's really pretty. It's really pretty. And it's fun. It's really fun. Because I couldn't get into WoW. I just could not get into World of Warcraft. As much as I tried. It just kept making me so mad every single time I'd play it. I'm like, I'd have to go from one screen to another. I mean, it was just so, go over here and get this. Now go over here and get this. Then go back and tell this person that you got it. It's like, what? Why? Why am I going over here? Go pick up this pencil, take it across the field, and hand it to the scarecrow. After you do that, go back to the panda bear and tell them why you've done that. I'm like, screw you, dude. I'm not playing this shit.
Which, by the way, WoW has panda bears.
I know they do.
Pandaric.
And I'm like, I'm out. Screw this shit.
You're like, I'm done. I can't do this.
I'd rather become a little gnome and go blow up ooze and fight large frogmen and dodge black jaguars that disappear. I'm like, okay, I'm out. So Guild Wars 2, it's my current thing. Still playing Destiny 2, but kind of slowed down on it because they came out with some expansions that we have not downloaded yet. So we can't really play freely because as we get drops, they're for expansion packs that we don't have. So I can't pick them up. It's a waste. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll save up for that and do that later. Guild Wars 2 is free until a certain level, just like WoW was. So,
right.
And I went through Diablo 3 and was like, Diablo 3, done.
You went, yay.
Oh. Pretty much. That's pretty much it.
Yay. Oh.
That's all I got.
That's all I got to.
There's
I'm
no
done.
other information. Okay, so we've got a couple more weeks before Christmas. We'll see how annoying we could really be. In the meantime, like he said, be excellent to one another. Or otherwise we're going to come over there and beat you in the head. I'm kidding.
I want to wish everybody happy Hanukkah because that's next week.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Chanukkah.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
I made you out of clay.
Light your candles the way you're supposed to, people.
Go tell Veronica it's time for Hanukkah. Oh, little side note, and I'll leave you at this. Adam Sandler has had great songs like Steve Polychronopoulos and, the Thanksgiving song and, the Hanukkah song. He now has a rap that has me rolling.
I haven't listened to the whole thing.
Keys. Phone, wallet, keys. That's all I need. Phone, wallet, keys. I just need these three. My phone, wallet, keys. And he's talking about all the stuff that you have to carry with you all the damn time now. And it's hysterical because he's like, I go to my daughter's wedding and all I need are my phone, wallet, keys. Phone, wallet, keys. These threes, phone, wallet. So if you get a chance, look at it's on YouTube. It's on.
I know it's on
it's all over the place.
It's on your
mine.
wall. So I actually had started watching it the other day and then like got sidetracked with the dog doing something. So I'm like, crap, and I haven't gone back to it. So I'll go back to it after we get off here.
Do that and go to the phone, wallet, keys.
Phone, wallet, keys. All right.
Anyway, that's all I got. That's a podcast.
And that's a podcast. Thanks for joining us here at the Department of Understanding Humans, also known as DUH. Just remember, this is our circus. These are our monkeys. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and other social media outlets. You can find all of our podcasting streams and feeds at our website at www.duhwebsite.com. That's D.U.H website.com. Thanks again for joining us, and have a great day.